So this is our review for Sniper Elite V2. It was made by Rebellion, and well, it's a reboot of the very first game, Sniper Elite. But this time you're not playing as a Russian sniper, you're playing as an American lone wolf sniper, and your main objective is to destroy the V2 rocket and kill some Nazis and Russian soldiers as well. I'm here joined by my friend Reaper. We just played this game already, full campaign. It has about 12 missions, not including the DLC mission where you must kill Hitler himself. Well, that's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, that's probably a very good mission, but unlike the rest of the campaign, it can be played in co-op. That's why we won't be able to record it for you. We are sorry about this. We didn't know about this particular mission being only playable in single player.
Yeah, that's pretty disappointing actually. So, what can we say about the gameplay of this game? It plays rather smooth. It's a real simulator, I can say. Well, not mentioning the old game Sniper Ghost Warrior, which was a disaster.
Yeah.
not
Well,
ev- not everybody liked it.
me neither. But for the gameplay, it's much more realistic than what you can get in the Battlefield games or the Call of Duty games. But still, it's not a sniper simulator. Of course, you can do some things that normally in real life you couldn't do with a sniper a rifle, but still, it's getting very much closer to a realistic gameplay
It tries to
because
be realistic.
you've got everything like the bullet drop, the wind, how far is your enemy, and it always depends on which sniper you're using, and the zoom. You must hold your breath for a better precision. There's a lot of variation that makes this game so satisfying to play. When you actually make some headshots, you're very proud of yourself.
Yeah, everybody proud by their awesome shots. The amazing thing about that when you shoot your enemies from very far distance, it goes in slow motion, bullet cam, and you can see as your bullet penetrates the enemy body, whether it will be his head, his heart, or even his nuts. Yes, you can destroy his nuts.
Yep, that's a very good point added to this game. It's very original and it's very gore. It's the first time I see something like this in a third person shooter. Sorry, and about the length of the game. I've read some reviews all over internet, and you can. Some people take about 6 hours to complete the game. Some takes 8 or 10. I think me and my friend we took about 10 hours to complete the game, but we died very often. So of
Because
course the game
because we
is
played.
longer.
Yes,
And what's what's the issue? What's the replayability about this game is you can find some gold bars and shoot some wine bottles to get achievements. Um, well, this is about the length of the game.
well, we played it on max difficulty, yes. It's basically if you play it together or alone, it depends on the time, but if you play together, like we, I suppose it will take us, yes, 10 hours about something like this. And we also spend time searching for gold bars, even though we didn't find all of them in our first playthrough.
Yeah, like you said, the golden bars are very difficult to find. You'll need a lot of time to find them all. And what's I have to make a point here about that I didn't like about the game. is that the environment, it looks very similar between levels, so you don't feel that each level is very different from each another, and there's only 12 of them. It's kind of disappointing in that way. And since Sniper Elite V2 is supposed to be a sniping simulator, I'm disappointed we don't have more sniping spots, windows or something like that to take our enemies by surprise, finish an entire level without being noticed by the enemy. Um, I would have enjoyed it more if there was more stealth elements in it.
I agree because game was great, but it tried to show us these stealth missions, like when the thunder is happening or there's a bell roaring. Well, you understand me. You can just snipe enemy guys, and so nobody hears you. That's a great aspect of the game, but it wasn't much. It wasn't so great.
Yeah,
Yes, we had fun, but it was nothing more. We didn't have so much of it.
yeah, and also what's wrong with it is the IA in this game. Um, what's wrong with it? It's they see you, whatever you are hidden. If they hear you, they'll know exactly where you are and they'll shoot right in your direction.
The AI of enemies is a bit disappointing, I have to say. Yes, they just see you, like they're staring at the wall and they know you're behind it, so they just throw grenades or try to outflank you. Yes, it's good, but not so impressive, I should say. Even on the max difficulty.
Yeah,
If you want
even
to
on the
have a real chance,
max, even
okay.
in the max difficulty, the enemies are just running towards you. They're just waiting to get shot, and their aiming with machine guns is incredibly accurate for those kind of weapons.
It's a rather strange thing, yes, because as we're like 200 meters away from our enemy, and they're shooting from machine guns, and they have a perfect aim. That's rather
Yeah.
surprising, like they're playing Call of Duty, and we're trying to do a simulator thing. That's not good.
No, but the one thing that we should uh, take importantly on reviewing this game is that this game has been developed by Rebellion. It is not a huge company, and I'm sure they really want the players to be satisfied with this game. They've released a lot of updates since the game's release. It's
Well,
not perfect, but they'll learn from the mistakes. They'll read the players' feedback and probably improve it a lot when they start working on a sequel to Sniper Elite, I think.
oh, that would be great. But are the updates only for PC users or they're for all? For all? That's what I don't really know for sure because yes, we got free updates on PC, but what about console users? Are they stuck with the original game without updates?
I don't know at all. I didn't look for it, but I'm pretty sure they got all the same updates the PC version got.
Well, let's just hope that they're satisfied as we are with free deals, free updates, and some free maps like we got.
Yeah. Um, and what about the story? What we skipped most of the story missions, not missions, but briefings, and well, it isn't very interesting. It's not boring, but it isn't the Hollywood kind of game, if you know what I mean. It's really World War II, and it's like you're the main character writing all he's doing and all he's asked for. We don't get to know more about uh, the character. I don't know. So seriously, the story is kind of short. and empty.
Players must understand right now that there's nothing to add because we've seen a lot of WW2 games like your D-Day and Medal of Honor and Call of Duty first games. We've seen a lot of things. And what could Rebellion actually add here? Well, yeah, they gave us this Rambo guy who can shoot enemies alone and still gain out alive, and like he's a superhero some kind of, and he can do such amazing things like this this scene when he was looking at the map where the V2 rocket was launch site, and he's like, oh, I know something's gonna shoot me, and he ducks under the bullet. Well, that was actually amazing, but unrealistic. It's like
Yeah,
he's a Neo from Matrix.
this guy seems like to be a super soldier or something like that,
Yeah, like
with
Captain America.
his one-man army.
But if you want to take this game seriously and more realistic, well, I suppose two players are more realistic than one guy.
Yeah,
That's,
two guys can do more job than only one.
so, if you want to say that if it's not realistic, well, play with your friend, well, two players, that will be enough realistic. I think that two guys can do much job than one.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's nothing much of backstory about this character. He just I must go there, I must go there, I must kill those guys, I must do this, and it's
yeah,
not interesting. We've seen a lot of this stuff.
no. And about the technical side of this game, the graphics and the soundtrack. What did you think about the graphics?
The graphics are, I should say, they're decent enough for right for our time, but maybe they a bit old, but not so
Yeah,
old.
I mean, the graphics for me, I think they're not equal. Or the main character is well made. Some place of the environment and the vehicles are well made, but some textures are awful to look at.
Yeah, this game is better be released like 2 or 3 years ago, but not now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now we demand something more colorful, like the same Battlefield 3 or Crisis game.
No, of course, it can't be as good looking as Crysis or Battlefield 3, but we've seen much better looking next gen games before Sniper Elite V2. I think they could have done a bit better job, but I must admit, this PC version looks very good on max settings.
Yeah, I agree.
I've
Well,
watched some video on YouTube and it looks good, but it lacks a bit. It's not equal, if you know what I mean.
yeah, I know. No, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah. And about the soundtrack, I've I guess the voice acting is good. We don't hear a lot, but for what we've heard, I've liked it. And the musics, they very put me in the World War II mood. They're very well chosen. I like them.
Well, music is okay, I suppose. It's all this orchestral themes and like it's a theme of sacrifice. I at some point thought, but it was okay. And voice acting, well, there's nothing so much about voice acting. Just some have some Russian voices, which I can understand because I'm Russian, obviously, and some German voiceovers, and our main guy American. That's all. That's all we got. Well, they're okay, I think. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. So if we go from the top to the bottom, on the graphics, how would you rate it on 10?
About graphics,
Yeah. If we put some category, I mean, graphics, gameplay, um, the length of the game, the soundtrack, and the scenario.
well, I actually better to write it down. But well, okay, well, I think graphics will go for me. It's 8.
8 on 10?
8 of 10.
All right. I personally I had put a 7. It's pretty close. I have the same ideas about it, but I put a 7. What about the gameplay?
Gameplay, well,
Yeah.
it's good, it's decent. We don't have much of it in our recent games, but it's not so awesome. So I think, well, can we do 8.10.5 or just
Yep, you can we can put 8.5. Yeah.
well, it will be 8.5 for me.
I'll put probably 8 just because I think they didn't do enough work on the stealth part of the game, but the shooting part with the sniper rifle is very well done. I'm very proud of what they done. It's very good. And what about the length of the game on 10? If you compare this game to many other third-person shooter or first-person shooter, what will you give it on 10?
Well, it's kinda hard to answer because whether you play it on max difficulty or on the easiest one, it can differ. Well, I think I'll go 7.
Yeah, I'd
It's
give 7 too because
it's
10
it's not
hours.
it's not long and it's not short. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe if it was too long, it would have gotten repetitive. I don't know.
So soundtrack,
So soundtrack.
music.
Personally, I like the music. I give it a 8.
Okay, so we we consider it as a soundtrack or the whole sound.
The sound, the weapons, the voice acting, the soundtrack, the sounds of the game itself, the explosions.
Okay, I guess
All
so. So it's obviously the whole audio of the game. Well, I'll go with 8. It's okay.
yeah. About the scenario, personally, I'll be very much around 5 or 6 on 10. I didn't really bother. The story wasn't just this interesting to make me want to know more about the main character. So
It was boring, to say the truth, so it doesn't give so much feelings like you care about this character till the end. So you probably know that it will be a happy ending, some kind of. So yeah, it will be just a 5 from me.
alright. And for the final score
But
on
is
10.
wait, but we haven't touched the multiplayer and other game modes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
We still have to talk about it. Well, you didn't play multiplayer, but I touched a bit. Well, I played it only just once, so what can I say? Multiplayer, well, it's hardcore if you can say that, because well, you play like 6 on 6 guys on different maps from the campaign, obviously, and it's pretty well done because you always hide, you always lie on the ground, you search for your enemies through your sniper scope, you always search for them. You don't run and gun people because it's a death sentence for you. So you must use a tactic and some, well, be very careful there. So, well, from my perspective, the multiplayer is well done, but not great. I don't know about many game modes. I only play Team Deathmatch. There must be more game modes, but I'll give it just 6.
6? Alright, it looked good.
And what
So,
about co-op? Well, except for co-op story, you can play with your other
well,
friend. Some other
yeah,
game modes.
it's a very good point that lots of games don't have those days. You can play the entire game and co-op. It isn't just some challenge you can do in cooperation. It's the whole story.
Mm.
Some more developers should think about it.
We see rare thing like whole game can be played in co-op.
Yeah,
We should get more of this stuff. That's
yeah,
what I.
and to join, actually to join a game was very easy. A lot now I'm talking about the PC version, but I don't know about the console version. But on PC, Sniper Elite V2 use Steam, so you just have to invite your friend using the Steam interface, and he will just join your game, and you're ready to play.
Yeah, Steam makes things easier for PC users. That's what's great about it.
Yeah,
And it makes co-op easier. So as I was saying, uh, co-op is great for single player. Yes, oh, whole story, and there are some other game modes, and they're good. I saw some videos, and they are pretty good. We should play them. Everybody should play them, I must say, so they can give us a bit time to enjoy the game itself.
yeah, I agree.
So I'll give co-op thing 8.
I'll go with 8 too.
All right. So now I think we gave it overall rating.
The final rating. Personally, I'm a bit torn between 7 or 7.5. What about you?
7.5.
7.5?
You are saying, well, as for me it's 8, 7, 8, 5, 6, 8, 8.5. Well, well, I think I have to agree here. Well, I give it like 7.6, 7.5 here too, because the story is a big disaster.
Yeah, and the game is a bit too short, to be honest.
Yeah, and multiplayer is good, but it's not great. Still.
Yeah. So we recommend to buy this game at 20 or $30, and you'll get a very good game for your money.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's great to enjoy it, and also DLC like Kill Hitler, and you also get 2 new sniper rifles. Well, it doesn't change the gameplay. It just they look cool and they have some nice skins. You can say that, but
Yeah,
still, it's fine.
yeah, I agree.
So we end our review here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.
Continue watching.